Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of SoundSlop. My name's Morgan, and I'm here with
Caleb,
Caleb.
the
Yeah,
co-host.
the co-host. More like the grunt, maybe like I don't
No,
know.
that's just mean. That's
What's
unnecessary.
what's his name?
Something below
Igor.
grunt.
You're like Igor to my mad scientist, really. But
That's,
yeah, no. So
I
this
was
is a
thinking
music
more Pinky in the
podcast.
Brain, and for the Pinky, but
Anyways, the first thing we're gonna do on this first episode of the podcast. Let's do some warm-up questions. This is an idea I had, so people get to know who we are as people.
sure thing.
Okay, so this is just one I'm taking off the internet. So Caleb, let's say there's a 10 out of 10 woman. Actually, who is your 10 out of 10 woman? Let's start with that. Like,
I
who
don't think
is
there
the
is one.
hottest?
There's
There's
probably
not a
not
10
one.
out of 10 woman. Okay, well, what's your like celebrity like crush? Who do
I don't
you
have a
like?
celebrity crush. What kind of goy do you
Oh my
take me
God.
for?
But if you had to pick the most attractive woman you ever seen, who is it?
Um, I'm gay, so
Okay, oh my God.
I really can't. No, just say a random one like Sofia Vergara. Vergara.
Okay, that's it, man. That's all you had to say. You
Yeah,
just had to
sure.
say Sofia Vergara. That's I don't even know who that is.
That's the
But
the Spanish lady off Modern Family.
oh, okay, that's actually a good pick, to be fair. Actually, that's actually a good pick. But okay, so
She's
this
in
is
Smurfs too, I think.
okay, let's say Smurfs 2. She's like she's really desperately into you. And you guys get to your wedding day because you're Christians, of course. You never would have
Of
sex before
course,
marriage.
of course.
Uh, and this was like the perfect woman. Like she aligns perfectly with your values. She's a great mother. But every time she wants to have sex, she says she must eat your butt. Are you staying in that marriage?
I guess not.
So you're already married at this point. This is like your honeymoon, and
Sort
she
of,
reveals this
sort
to
of a
you.
contradiction here. I don't know how it's really a Christian marriage if it's doing that, but
That's her one thing. Her one flaw as a
yeah,
person.
one flaw. That's kind of a big flaw anyway.
She's
But
a perfect mother, though. You're not
perfect
marrying
mother.
her?
I mean, I guess I just won't have sex with her.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever. I disagree.
You disagree? You'll do it?
Okay, so that's a nice warm-up question. I think that just kind of introduces you as a character.
That's really related to music. That's great.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe it was like a musician that you said, but
I don't know any female
okay.
musicians. We know my take on that,
Yeah, should
AJ.
we talk about how we like already did this before the podcast or
Yeah, we already did this, and I gave my resounding take on Olivia Rodrigo, and that she sucks at music. But we'll see how that how that take turns out after this review of her new album that I don't know the name of because I didn't pay attention to
it
it.
is I actually don't perfectly remember. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. You seem pretty sad for a girl so in love is the title of the album. I'm really excited to
Incredible.
review that. But first, we gotta get into some music news. There's some stuff happening in the world,
Yes,
man.
sir.
In the world of music. So the first story of the day, this is a huge one. Spotify. They finally stopped being retarded. They got back the old logo on their app.
We all cared so much about this. Every time I
I
opened up my
yeah.
phone and I tried to go to Spotify to listen to the best stories of all time, who we'll cover later, uh,
Mhm.
it just completely ruined the vibe. I just couldn't even open the app anymore. I had to go to SoundCloud or Apple Music or something to listen to it instead.
It's true. Honestly, I don't even know why they did that. It just looks really bad, unironically. I don't
Yeah, it
know.
looks pretty bad, but it's like, who the hell cares?
Yeah, who
They're
cares?
gonna
It is
rake in
true. Who
billions
cares?
and billions of dollars every other month or whatever, regardless.
Yeah, no. But thank God. Thank God. Okay, the next one. This one. Oh my, and there's a ad. Okay,
It's awesome.
get out of here. Okay,
Broke boy alert.
Dead Mouse. Red Mouse from Fortnite donated $30,000 to
Is he
help
in
27
Fortnite?
cats. I don't know. You can just say any
He's
artist.
from
Are
Goat
they in Fortnite?
Simulator.
Probably. Oh, he is actually. That's true. But yeah, so he donated 30,000 to help 27 rescue cats. Isn't that a beautiful story?
Why not
Doesn't that just hit
40,000?
you right in the feels? Yeah, why not 50,000, Dead Mouse?
Yeah, why not his whole bank account? Like, what
This
the
guy is
hell?
actually a fraud. This guy's a complete fraud. Although I did see, because I saw this on Reddit, of course, there was a couple of people pointing out the freaking irony in a freaking dead mouse supporting
Oh
cats.
my
I
gosh,
mean,
nobody else could have possibly realized that.
what the
What?
flip, man? That's so
What, bro?
crazy. So yeah, that was
Insane.
the kind of opinion, I guess, that people had. I don't know. Is there anything interesting about the story? And it's all covered by Get the Billboard Daily newsletter, so I would never know. But let's
Of
skip to
course.
the next one. Oh, this one's gonna get the Swiftie fans mad. Uh, there was an announcer at the Knicks game, and by the way, the Knicks won. They won.
They
They
won.
did it.
New
They
York is
won.
doomed.
New York is doomed.
New
It's
York, I
actually
think
gonna
it's
be Arkham,
actually
or not
it's
Arkham,
actually
Gotham.
already gone, I think. I think we're currently in the process of removing it from the map because they already blew it up.
Yeah, fair enough. It's pretty sick that they won. But yeah, so I guess she was at one of the games or whatever, and one of the announcers was like, "Get that bitch out of here. She sucks." Well,
My
not
blood
really.
is boiling.
She said she's not a Knicks fan. Get out of here. Get gone, Taylor. That's what she said.
How is she
And
supposed to know? How is the commentator supposed to know?
I don't know. I have no idea,
He's
but
some omnipotent or omniscient
it
being.
was actually a lady.
Just
We got a video here. We got some
oh, here we go.
footage.
Is that Taylor Swift? She's not a I'm Knicks recording fan. It right Get now. Out of here, girl.
Just omniscient woman on the stand, just somehow able to look into her conscience and grasp that she's not a Knicks fan. Incredible.
Yeah, it's
I didn't know women were this powerful. Is this how all of them are?
I don't know either. That's yeah, I guess so. It's called like what is it? Like women intuition, feminine
Of
intuition.
course.
So I think she kind of picked that up, was picking up. Maybe she's an empath. I don't know. She's gonna feel the
The
feelings.
wonderful things that make me double down on my feminist position. I learn new things every day.
Yeah, but I was actually kind of surprised that it was the lady. Honestly, when I first read this, I thought it would be a fella, but I don't know. I thought the ladies had more like it was tight bond together, but I guess not.
They're always at each other's throats. So sad.
That is true, actually. That is actually very true.
We need one of these
Uh,
femininominons to come in and bind us all together.
Kid Cudi's getting sued. What the fuck? Are you
What?
serious? MIA.
Can't
Do you know
believe it.
MIA?
No,
Was
sir.
what I was wondering. She made the
Or no, MA.
Better,
Yeah, she made the
better, high like
Yeah,
planes.
no, that song's
Right.
good. But like,
That song is
that's just
good.
a one-hit wonder. Can't name you a
She actually
single
has
other
kind of a
song.
good album. I can't remember which one it was, but like I just remember it was like really highly rated on one of these websites where it was like best experimental hip hop album ever or whatever.
That's
So I don't know. Is it true? I haven't listened. So. But yeah, so I guess she got kicked off this tour. Probably, I don't know, for no reason, I guess. I'm not
because she's
reading.
black.
Because she's
Right,
black,
probably.
probably. Yeah, Kid Cudi right here, he's just not a fan of the blacks, obviously.
Just
So she's suing for
just a
2.8
privileged
million.
white man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody says about Kid Cudi. That's what everybody says about Kid Cudi. Now this one, I think this will actually shock you because it shocked me. I was like, dude, I have the worst stories. Everything up to this point did not matter. I wasn't even gonna do the news section until this popped up on my phone screen last night at like 9:40 p.m. Oliver Tree died.
He
So
did.
now it's
It's
sad.
very sad.
It's crazy. I can't believe it. That's actually so sad.
It
Man,
was in a helicopter crash again. We had Kobe, now we have Oliver Tree.
I was really hoping you didn't say that. But yeah, it is true. It is true. It's so sad. I remember like, I wasn't always a big fan of him, but I remember when I was like a lot younger, it was like that Alien song, like I feel down to earth.
Yeah.
Like that one. I listened to that one all the time. I didn't even know it was by
Yeah.
him, but I listened to that one all the time
I
when I was
remember
a little
the
kid.
first time I heard him was in a Fortnite video, like a Fortnite skills guide or something.
Man. And I like the life goes on and on and on.
That song is
That's
awful.
funny.
No,
That's funny.
no, that song
That's
is
funny.
genuinely horrific.
Can't say that. He's dead, bro. You cannot say
That's
that.
right. I have to think that every single
He's
thing he's
probably the
ever gonna
best
make
artist
is
ever.
is a
He's
10
probably the
out of
best artist
10. And
ever.
then they're gonna release 5 posthumous albums, and they're all gonna be 10 out of 10 because they're all him.
Of course. Of course. What do you think about posthumous albums, anyways? Do you think that's like reasonable? Like, I guess like the
I
family
think
make
they're pretty
money.
weird. Um,
I think they're weird too. Yeah.
I mean, like when it came to like XXX his posthumous album, um, the one that I'm blanking on the name, um, that album was actually it was okay, but I'm pretty sure he intended to release that album. So that stuff like that's
Mm.
not really like that
Yeah,
big of a
that's
deal.
fine.
But when it comes to like Juice World, it's like they released Net Legends
Yeah.
Never Die. It's like that song or that album's really bad. And then they like want to release like way more too. It's like none of this stuff is finished. It's not very good.
Exactly. That's the thing.
It's like
It's like you're not even respecting the art that he did. Like he obviously didn't finish those projects, and it's like, okay, let's just release it just so we get a bunch of money pouring
yeah, like
in. Like
he
it's
doesn't actually benefit from that at all. It's just sort of like
no,
a
it's
cash
just kind
grab.
of hurting his legacy because it's now like people will look back on Juice WRLD and be like, oh, these are kind of
I
bad
mean,
songs. It's
it's
weird.
not necessarily hurting his legacy because his fans
You
will
don't think
still
so?
listen to it and they'll still glaze
Yeah,
it. So
definitely his fans. But I mean, like in 20 years, when people don't even know who he is, really, maybe they'll come back and be like, what is this garbage at the end of his career? That's
yeah,
weird.
I mean, it's a like another like really good posthumous album is Michael Jackson.
Mm,
His posthumous album is actually like really good because it was all everything was finished that he like actually did, which was the I mean he did the beats, but mainly he does the vocals and then just uh what's his name? Uh I'm blanking on his name, blanking on everything. He comes in and he just adds in the beat and it's actually pretty good. So I mean, if that's how they want to do posthumous albums and they do like just one, that's fine. But then, well, like Juice WRLD, they have like three. It's like, okay, let's slow down here. This is
yeah, just do
obviously just for
one
money.
of his best stuff. His best stuff he didn't release.
Yeah.
That'd be fine, I figure. But yeah, you're right. You're right. They're also selling merch and stuff. Kind of awesome. That's pretty sick. Okay, so I think it's time to move on to I don't know, what do you want to do first? Do you want to do uh the top five from 1996? I think that'd be a good place to start. And then we
Yeah,
can
I
get
mean, we
into
can,
the meat and
but
potatoes.
it's not very riveting. But we'll see.
Well, you gotta keep the viewer retention.
Of
Guys, after
course.
this boring ass segment, we're gonna be
This
reviewing Olivia
awful
Rodrigo.
segment. After this
Stay
awful
tuned.
segment, there comes another incredibly monotonous segment. So don't worry.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Okay, did you actually rate these ones like on a scale of 1 to
I
10
didn't
or
rate them, but I mean, they're all just going to be pretty low rated.
wow, really? Okay. 1996.
I mean, they're not. Some of them will be like okay, but it's
Yeah.
really just because I can tell by the music quality, like I think it's okay. I just didn't really enjoy a lot of these.
Okay. Oh, Garfunkel and Oates. Ignore that. I was listening to that, bro.
What the hell is that?
Don't listen, bro. I was listening to the Blowjob song earlier, so.
What? He's the best,
Okay,
man.
so let's start with number five by Mariah Carey. Always Be My Baby, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I got it right. Yes, sir. Okay, are you ready?
Yep,
3, 2, 1. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Um,
it's just
it
quality
was.
track. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quality, but it's really boring. It's just Void singing over beat. It's like yeah,
You don't
nothing
like
real.
Mariah Carey? You don't like Mariah Carey?
I don't hate her, but it's
Yeah.
like I'm never gonna listen to her because she's just like she just makes the same song over and over.
Damn. I honestly think Mariah Carey kind of carries the pop slop. I don't know. She's one of my favorites in that genre, but that's fair if
To
you don't
each
like
their
her, I
own, but
guess.
you know,
Maybe I'm just like I don't know, reminiscing on the Christmas tracks a little
yeah,
too
you're
hard.
unk, bro. Unky, too unky.
Yeah, 1 year younger, by the way. That's the age difference here. Okay, Nobody Knows by the Tony Rich Project. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Three, two, one. 6.5 out
Seven
of
point
10.
five.
Very fair. I honestly was
I
gonna rate it higher, but it got a little repetitive, I felt like. It felt like
Yeah,
too
maybe
long of a
maybe
song
it
for what
was
it
a bit
was.
repetitive. I kind of zoned out because I was trying to do schoolwork while listening to it and try to cram it all in together. But
Fair enough.
um, yeah, I thought his I don't know who this guy is, but I thought his vocal range was very good. I thought his voice was quite unique, and it complemented the beat quite well. But other than that, it wasn't a very interesting song. So, not that high for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I honestly didn't know who this guy was either. Oh, I just realized I cut off your face in this. Hold on.
Awesome.
Whoops. Hey guys, just pretend I didn't do that.
Just pretend
Just
everything is
pretend
going
there's
swimmingly and we're perfect.
just pretend
And
there's listeners right now.
you
Thanks.
actually don't have to pretend this part. Our opinions on music are infallible and they're always right. So,
That is actually true.
just
That is
keep that
actually
in
true.
mind when we're rating.
Yeah, so don't like leave your opinion in the comments. There's no point, especially
Yep.
if it's different than ours.
Mhm.
No,
If it's different than
don't.
ours, 100%, or no, if it's the same as ours, 100% leave it in the comments,
Yeah,
and
yeah, of
we'll
course.
we'll be sure to leave a like.
Yeah, we'll pin it.
We always need that confirmation bias.
Absolutely. Glad somebody agrees with me. But yeah, so I think it's a pretty solid R&B track. And I was actually looking at like the like kind of like the how it's made on this thing or whatever. And apparently did pretty much everything by himself, like all the instruments, all the composing, like obviously the singing. So that was pretty interesting and
Pretty talented. Maybe
yeah,
that's why it's
pretty talented.
so high up on the Billboard.
Yeah, no, it was really impressive. And also, again, yeah, as you were saying, I never heard of this guy. I never heard of Tony Rich or Tony Rich Project, I guess. But it looked like he only released about 2 albums and then maybe some singles, so didn't really stay too active, unfortunately. But it's a good song. Good job, Tony. Okay. This one is by Celine Dion. This is Because You Loved Me. All right. Three, two, one. 7 out of
Six
10.
out of 10.
Yeah, the only note I wrote here is French. Celine Dion's French, so
So she gets an
that
extra
decreases
point.
it by yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that
that increases it?
decreases it by one. Decrease.
I thought that would
Decrease,
increase
decrease.
it because you're French. Um,
That's not true. That's not true.
but yeah, just kind of a pretty big sleeper, I feel. Again, much like Mariah Carey, just void singing over track. No real substance to
That's
the
such
lyric.
that's so fucked up.
Such an expensive vocabulary, I know. But no real substance to the lyrics. Not a huge vocal range. Now, the vocal range that she does sing in,
Oh shit, he just lagged. Boy. Um, what were you saying? Celine Dion,
Celine
good.
Dion. Yeah, I mean, she was okay. She's obviously quite talented with the heights that she's able to reach with her voice, but I just didn't really feel like there was that much complexity throughout the song. Um, the vocal range, though it is high, it is quite narrow. Maybe if there was a little bit more fluctuation, it would have made it more interesting. Overall, I thought, just kind of a boring song. It's obviously not bad, but it just isn't my taste. Not my forte.
Ooh. I really hope you like this one. Maybe I shouldn't be swaying your opinion here, but One Sweet Day by
You
Mariah
can't.
Carey
You
and
can't. Your opinions mean
Boyz II
nothing to
Men.
me because,
Oh,
of course, my opinion is infallible and overreaches all subjectivity. It is objective.
okay, that's actually great to hear. So I think
Hmm.
we'll be on the same page then.
Of course.
3, 2, 1.
Six
8.5
out of
out of 10.
10.
Holy shit, that's such a bad opinion. I really don't like that take from you.
Look,
That's
I
really
mean,
bad.
it really didn't feel too dissimilar from Always Be My Baby. Um, and it just has a lot of the same notes that I would give to Always Be My Baby. Just pretty monotonous.
I think that it's such a the vocal range and manipulation that she's able to do
I don't know. I
is
didn't feel like there was
almost second to
much.
none, I feel like.
I
It's
just
such
didn't
a
feel like there was
beautiful
much
track.
fluctuation between like different parts of the song in terms of vocals.
You gotta listen to this again. This is like some of the
I
best
mean,
voice work
mayhaps, but
I've heard
you
in a
know,
long time. Like this is
maybe
really a
because
beautiful
number
song.
one, maybe because Macarena, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, which we'll see. Maybe it didn't. Although I feel like that would be the opposite. If it's so bad, then the next song would just impress me so well. But you know,
I'm actually disappointed in you, man. 6 out of
but
10
also
for this banger?
when I was listening to these songs, or when I saw the playlist for these songs, I saw Mariah Carey, and I was just like, you know what, I kind of know what to expect. It's gonna be the same sort of style of song. So I mean, that might have brought my opinion down a little bit, but
She makes good music. That's my problem
I
with
don't
this. She
disagree.
makes good
She
music.
makes fine quality music, but it's just not to my taste.
What a
My
stupid
objective
guy. You're a
taste.
stupid guy. You're a stupid guy. I think it's
That's
one of the
mean.
most beautiful songs and just the actual like overall narrative of it of like losing a loved one. I think it's able to convey emotions just on such a personal level and I don't know. I just
I
think
mean,
it
maybe, but I just feel like that's every
I think it's
song
just
she
quality.
makes.
I don't know. Yeah, but that's why she's so good. That's why she's the queen of
I don't
pop.
disagree
I don't
that
think
she's
anybody
good.
calls
I'm
her
just
that,
saying
but
it's not mine. Not for me.
yeah, whatever. You're fat and ugly anyways. All right, this one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, let's just do the rating. Macarena. All right. 3, 2, 1. 5 out of 10.
3.5 out of 10.
That is so valid. I think I'm giving too much
The
points
beat is
to
really
this. To a
good.
little bit of this.
Yeah. Yeah. The beat is extremely good, which is the only reason why it has 3.5 out of 10. If it didn't have its beat, it would be like a 1. This is it's such a good beat just wasted on like practically a meme song. Like it's just one big joke. There's
Yeah,
nothing here worth listening to.
I think the Spanish man, he's fine. He's a good singer, I feel like. But
He's maybe
the
he's a good singer, but it's just like it's so silly, so goofy. That's
it
like
is silly. It is
completely
silly. Like
detracts from all of it.
just repeating Macarena the whole time or whatever. And then the lady comes in. And am I crazy to say I didn't know this song was about a cheating woman? Like I didn't know that at all. I didn't know that about the
I don't
song.
know.
I didn't know that it was like, yeah,
It's
I
just so
just
bad.
banged your two friends and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? This is a dancing song. Like, this is crazy. And I
Yeah,
also
they
read
teach
the
kids
like how
this.
yeah, exactly. It's crazy. But I watched or I read the how it's made on Spotify. They just give you a little AI overview or whatever. And apparently it was like the two artists like saw a lady in the street dancing and were like, that'd be a cool song. So what part about that lady made them
Where
convinced
where
that she
does
was a total whore?
I don't know where that comes
The
from. Maybe
fuck?
she was a prostitute.
Imagine like
Maybe that's
imagine
why she
like
was
hearing,
dancing out
oh,
on the
this song's
street.
inspired by you. And it's like, you're a
Yeah,
slut,
but
by the way.
that might be why she was dancing on the street. She was a prostitute.
Could be. Could be. But yeah, so really bad song.
Yeah,
I think I do
awful.
give probably too much credit to like the nostalgia of the dance, but I don't know. It just
Yeah,
really
see
wasn't
me,
ideal.
you're too subjective with it. You let your biases come in between me,
It's
my
true. Your
objective,
infallible
infallible take.
opinion. That is actually really, yeah, that's inspiring, man. Okay, so for you, your lowest rated song was Macarena. Then you had a three-way tie between both the Celine Dion songs and,
Are
or sorry,
both
both the
Mariah Carey songs.
Mariah Carey songs, the Celine Dion song, and then you like the Tony Project song, which is good.
Hmm.
I think that's similar rating, except that Mariah Carey number one, with the whatever the hell that song was. I'm forgetting now because I loved it so much. Yeah, I had One Sweet Day number one, Nobody Knows number two, and then three was Because You Love Me, four Always Be My Baby, and then obviously five Macarena. Which, boy, why were people in 1996 listening to
What could have
Macarena so
possibly
much to get it number one?
they must have just put it on because it was like catchy and their kids would like enjoy it or something like that. Because I can't possibly imagine why somebody else, or maybe it was popular in like clubs, but
Yeah, that could be true.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe I'm wrong about this, but like, you don't think like parents would be like conservative and hear the lyrics and be like, "Oh, I'm not playing that for my kid." Like, you don't think so?
Parents are too dumb to
It's true.
recognize.
Yeah, it's fair. All right, so now the meat and potatoes, the moment everyone's been waiting for.
Our
Just starting.
girl,
Our
Olivia
girl,
Rodrigo.
Olivia. Oh man, I'm so excited. Okay, so this album kind of was teased with two songs, Drop Dead and The Cure. Last uh, episode, if you even want to call it that, that we did, that will never see the light of day.
Really good
We
episode, but
rated The
worked
Cure
out.
really low. The Cure was super low for us. It was I think 4 out of 10 for each of us. I'm not too sure. Maybe even lower. I don't know. I actually did end up listening to it again and kind of liking it slightly more,
Yeah, I
but I think
did
it was just
actually
like
kind of like it a little
compared
bit
to the
more.
other ones. Yeah, I know. I actually thought it wasn't that bad. So, um, but did you just want to go through the first three and then maybe just give like,
Yeah,
okay,
sure, we could
this
do that.
out of the whole album, this one's our favorite, this one's our least favorite.
hmm
So, Drop Dead. What was your rating for Drop Dead?
My rating for Drop Dead, and this is going to shock everybody at home, all fans, all people spanning
All
the
fan
entire
watching.
world that are all going to be watching this. Drop Dead rates at a 9 out of 10.
Holy shit.
This song was, it actually pleasantly surprised me. It was really good. The beat was, it was quite unique. Her ability to harmonize over it was incredible. The lyrics actually were somewhat shocking to me, how she was able to say things that she normally does say, which we talked about in the last episode, which will never show up, never be seen. But something that's very key in picking out your genre is being able to say the same thing that you say across multiple different songs and across the genre that people normally pick out, but being able to say in such a unique mannerism that you are separated from the rest of the crowd. And she did that incredibly on this song, particularly.
Wow. Yeah, so Drop Dead, I gave it a 4 out of 10. I thought this song was super annoying. I've
I
listened
actually really liked it. I really liked how it
That's I'm
sounded,
actually
but
so happy for you.
you know,
That's great to hear, man. Like
I'll never
Olivia
listen to it
Rodrigo
again,
definitely needed a win.
but
She definitely
you
needed a
know.
win, but I just thought it was super irritating, and maybe it's because at work they play this every single day.
That's probably
So
the answer, is that you hear it
I
just so much. I mean, I've probably heard
to
it a
be
lot, but
perfectly
I
honest,
probably tune it out because I hear
yeah,
Olivia Rodrigo on the radio, and I just you know what, I don't need to hear that.
crank it down
But
a couple notches,
actually listening to it here, pretty good.
and that's surprising. That is really surprising. 9 out of 10. That's crazy. 'Cause that's like near perfect song, really. I mean, obviously it's like in consideration with the genre, but I mean, yeah, no, that's
hmm
really impressive. Good job, Olivia. But no, I didn't like it truly at all. I, again, I think it's just like kind of just like a classic Olivia Rodrigo track. I don't know. I mean,
I felt like this
there
song
there
was
definitely
pretty
were good
distinct from her
parts.
other tracks, but
You
you
think
know,
so? Yeah,
yeah,
fair enough. Maybe I just wasn't listening to it as maybe I didn't give it the proper chance just because I did hear it so often. So that could have been it, but
possible.
just kind of meshed together for me. What about Stupid Song? Did you rate that? Did
I
you rank
rated
that?
that a 7 to 8 out of 10. Another very high rated song.
I
I
agree.
thought,
Yeah, that's
yeah, you
good.
even have it saved here, which is surprising.
Yeah, I
Um,
like this one.
I wouldn't go that far, but uh, you know, um, I actually thought that this shared a lot of the keynotes that Drop Dead did. Um, very good vocal range, um, very wide vocal range also. Um, and again, her ability to harmonize very much shined on this track. Just a lot of the same things as Drop Dead, although I do think Drop Dead is just a peg above.
Fair enough. Yeah, I rated it a 7.5. I honestly thought the lyrics were super nice. Like I don't know, like a lot of the lyrics just like fall flat for me. It's just like, yeah, whatever. I've heard that 100,000 times. Maybe
Hmm.
just said like
Yeah, but she was actually really
different in slightly
capable
ways, but
of
no, it's
like
really well.
really putting a spin on how she words it, how her phoneticism plays out. Very good.
Yeah, and honestly, I also like that it wasn't like overly produced. I think that is
Hmm.
something that a lot of pop songs struggle with, where it's just like, let's just fucking get 16 composers in here to start working on the song, and then it ends up sounding just like a jumbled mess. But this one was actually really
Totally
simple,
love.
and I like that. I like that a lot. Also, nice vocal range, which I can always appreciate. But
Hmm.
um, so 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, I should say. So, what about Honeybee?
Honeybee is coming in at an unfortunate 5 out of 10. This
Hmm.
song, we'll just call it what it is. It was Foid Slop. Um, it's just something to entertain the masses that are women. Which, sure, it's fine if you want to churn that out, but it's rather disappointing coming from the highs that are Stupid Song and Drop Dead to this. And
Yeah.
that's seems to be a common theme that comes in with the next few songs that all have similar ratings.
Yeah, no, this is really like obviously Drop Dead for me. I wasn't super high on it, but after hearing Stupid Song, I was like, okay, this actually might have some potential. Dipped immediately down. It's 5 out of 10 for
Yeah,
me.
it was very unfortunate.
Uh, and we won't go through every song in the list, but the next ones for me, Maggots for Brains, You plus Me equals Heart. That one I kind of liked. 6 out of 10 I gave it, but
I
uh,
actually didn't mind Maggots for Brains. I gave it a 6 to 7 out of 10. Only because the lyrics were actually, yeah, 6 7, the mark of the beast. Um, the lyrics were actually very creative. I feel it gave quite a unique way of telling such a story. That though she's good at telling stories on the two songs before it that we've talked about in
yeah,
volumes, I feel like she did it even better on this one. It's just such a shame that the beat and the vocals just weren't there.
yeah. And that's the one thing about this whole album. I really like that it was trying to convey a story of like uh, a person who isn't like fully maybe accepting of themselves and then like gets into this relationship thinking, oh, this is gonna be like how I kind of turn my life around. This, finding love is gonna how I'm gonna love myself, but then, just kind of the realization that
Hmm.
it's obviously not how life works.
Yeah, sort of a very
Yeah.
clear conveyance in Maggots for Brains, where you're very capable of seeing, oh, she's developing an over reliance on this person, and she does that even with her sort of convoluted lyricism. She's still
Mhm.
able to convey that message.
Yeah. So that is something that I think we can both give Olivia Rodrigo a lot of credit for, because it's kind of hard to do sometimes, like
Hmm.
properly like make songs that are
Well,
both
I don't know
listenable
that I
and
can give her credit for that because that is
no.
exclusive to those three songs that we've listed.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I, but I will say, there's two songs down later on the track list. What's Wrong with Me and Less. I really like those two. What did you think about those?
I don't have a rating for them, but a lot of the later songs in the album I just thought were like kind of okay. I didn't really care for them much. Um, Now, we mentioned The Cure, but when I listened to the album, I actually thought The Cure was actually pretty good.
It fit
I didn't
really
rate
well.
it. Yeah, I thought it
Yeah,
was actually pretty good. I didn't think it was near Drop Dead or Stupid Song, but I did think it was maybe like a 7, maybe.
yeah. And I gave it a 6. But honestly, yeah, it
Didn't you
probably
give it a
was a 7.
4 earlier?
I gave it a 4 when we initially rated it, yeah.
Okay.
But 6 now after re-listening to it in the
Yeah.
context of the album for sure.
Hmm.
I think it really gets elevated by the rest of the songs, even though the songs aren't necessarily very strong in their own. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, I thought it was a much easier re-listen than the initial listen I did. And I liked What's Wrong with Me and Less. I think just the vibe, like the kind of somber, like, oh darn, my life sucks. I'm such a chud. I'm a chud woman. So that was nice. And yeah, the idea of
I
like,
bet.
oh, I wish my life wasn't as, or I wish it wasn't so hard to like let somebody go. I wish they loved me less, so it didn't feel so painful. That was cool. I like that. And then my least favorite song, followed my this one actually pisses me off, Caleb. I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life, simply because everything else
That's
was like, oh, that's
that's a
okay.
lot.
That's fine. That's fine. I know it's a lot. It's so horrible in the context of the song, in the context of the album, and just as a song standalone. It doesn't even make any sense.
Female mind is just it's too much to comprehend.
It
We
is. It
can't
is.
possibly reason out what she meant by these.
It is hard to wrap your head around it. The last song, I think it just kind of like it was just like kind of a rehash of everything that was already sang. I think they just did a bunch of references and shit, so that was fine. That was
Yeah, I
okay.
didn't think the last song was very strong. Um,
No.
Pretty overall
And really
boring.
long. Long for no reason.
It might have been long. I'm not too sure.
It's 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
5 minutes, okay, yeah, pretty long.
Yeah, it's like no point really, but whatever. But yeah, so that's Olivia. That was Olivia. We have one more segment. This is the
One
segment
more.
really everybody's looking forward to.
Can't wait.
It was the wonderful what is his name? Cemetery. Yeah.
I don't think that's quite right. Might be
So
missing.
so
I think you might have
Cemetery
changed the
is
letters there a bit.
Caleb's favorite artist. Is that fair to say? Like Cemetery's your
Well,
favorite guy?
he's my favorite. Uh, I guess you could say artist, but more specifically, he's my favorite beat maker, and he's really good at vocals. I wouldn't say he's my favorite musician, though, if that makes
Hmm,
sense. Like I would say, maybe Ghost Mountain and Buckshot are a little bit more lyrically talented, um, and they also have Buckshot specifically has quite the more vocal talent over Cemetery, I think.
interesting. Yeah. So he gave me this collection of 5 songs to listen to. Let me just check which ones they were. It was In the Gloam, Bleed on Me, Woodsman, Born to Lose, and Eeyore. These are all in the same album. I believe it's Hauntaholics. Um, I don't even know where to begin, to be perfectly honest.
You don't like it? It doesn't sound like.
Caleb, Caleb, I don't like it at all. And it's not only that I don't like it, I think it is shit and garbage.
That's really saddening
I
because I
tried so
I
hard. I was
really
like,
love this album. It's
I'm gonna come into this with a positive disposition, but every time I listened to any one of these songs, I was like, this is not good. I don't like any part of this really. I think the
what I'm hearing that you're not. I don't know.
I think the mixing was fine. I don't think it's like I don't even think it does anything special, even though I think he's always touted as this really creative person, but I felt like it was just traditional Chicago drill. I thought the lyrics were really weak. I don't know. I mean, like it just felt like I'm gonna kill you, and then some random fucking here's a reference to some horror property that I like, and it was
I
just
think
like I
I
don't
think you're
know.
missing a pivotal part of the way that he's able to segue between lyrics is he's not just referencing the movie. He's referencing it in a way that it's sort of this entendre with his other lyrics.
No, I
Um,
did actually notice
that
that. Yeah.
it makes a more cohesive story rather than just I'm gonna kill you or
No,
whatever.
I know what you mean, and yeah, I did notice that actually. But the thing is, like, I just don't think that compensates for the style of singing he does. And honestly, I just, it's such a acquired taste. I feel like that it just,
It is a
I
very
just
acquired
I
taste. I'll give you
couldn't get
that.
into it at all.
When I first discovered him in 2021, I tried to listen to him, and honestly, I thought it was awful. But I kept listening um, on SoundCloud. I was like, surely there's got to be something here. And then this one song, and I remember it vividly, it was Willows. Willows really changed my perspective. That was the gateway. And uh, since then, I feel like I've had just a much more tuned ear to all of his songs that I'm able to pick up on. Like even things in this album that I've listened to multiple times over, I'm able to pick up on things that I didn't pick up the first time. Like I'll discover a new layer, I'll discover a new uh, uh, thing that he does specifically. Like before, when I first heard In the Gloam, I didn't realize that there was just such an expansive binaural effect that he adds to the vocals. For example, it feels sort of like you're in a room and there's this like maybe a ritual being performed here in the middle of this ritualistic circle, and there's like spirits or ghosts wrapping around your head as Ghost Mountain speaking, and it's not even just in the ad libs; it's within the actual chorus and vocals itself. That it just creates such a dynamic listening experience that it feels like heavenly almost.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't get that. This might be like a banana stapled to a wall situation. Like if I just don't pick up on those things, I guess I'm not going to be interested in the art. But I don't know. I think he's okay. I think as an experimental artist, he's pretty solid. Um, but for hip hop, is he even a hip hop guy? Is that, would you say he's hip hop?
He's quote unquote hip hop, but not necessarily. I mean, he calls his own genre something completely different. He calls it haunted mound genre. So the group is haunted mound and he's haunted mound, but it's essentially witch house plus this sort of Chief Keef style drill trap beats. And you can see that with his, of course, collab with Chief Keef, Sauce Moolah, Zillakami, and even with his super old work where he would do remixes of Soulja Boy and Gucci Mane and et cetera, et cetera. So he clearly has this heavy Chief Keef and Gucci Mane influence. And I think that the mixing of that with Witch House, they're just so two amazingly different genres. And when they clash together, it makes such a unique sound that it's a level of creativity I couldn't have imagined had I not known of this guy before.
Yeah. And that's, yeah. I think it is something that I haven't necessarily heard before completely, but I don't know. It just feels like the trap, the traditional, like basic, almost garage band default settings trap mix, like Chicago trap mix that he has in the background, which maybe even isn't the thing that you pick up on necessarily, but like that's the only thing I hear. And to me, I'm just like, I've heard that 1,000 times. Like I am getting kind of bored of listening to this, to be perfectly honest. So maybe if I was looking at it a little bit more deeper, maybe it would be more interesting, but
I don't know.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like just the sequence of the beat on all of these, really, especially on Woodsman. Woodsman has a very good use of this, where it has the sample that's not too overwhelming, but it's sort of there, like in the background, as a different layer that you can really pick up on. But then it'll have these really effective use of crescendos, um, of just like the sort of basic crescendo that maybe Chief Keef would use in his intros, but it doesn't even just use it in the intro; it uses it throughout the song. And not only that, it has these 808s, this like sort of signature 808 that he uses from anywhere from Grave House, which is his first album, to even now. He's made that sort of his signature, and it's really noticeable. And the way of implementing it, it makes the music have such a level of complexity that it's sort of it brings it to a whole different level that you don't see with other
Mm,
artists.
interesting. I, now which song did I think was the strongest? I really liked the intro to Born to Lose. I thought the kind of
Born to
drag
Lose is
near
really I really like it.
maybe near the 75% mark. There was some weird like maybe this is the wrong song, but it was like a flow switch that I really wasn't digging at all. But I thought that one was
Not sure.
particularly strong. In the Gloam, that's kind of the one I kind of drew that criticism of the I'm gonna murder you then the obviously. Here's a horror thing I like. Bleed on Me was okay. Woodsman I didn't like at all. ER was
I thought
fine.
Woodsman was incredible. The beat, the sample. I really hate Anvil, which is the guy that
Who's
talks
the Anvil?
over.
Yes, I wrote a note about that.
He's the
Who is this
worst.
person?
I
Who
absolutely
is this
hate him.
person?
He's really good at producing because he produced this album, and he's produced a couple of their other albums. But he's just so annoying. I wish that Cemetery made another version of this album with him completely removed. He's the
I was like,
worst.
who the fuck is talking in my ear right now? Who is this guy? This is like some random
And
fucking.
I didn't even think I put one of the songs on here, which thank goodness I didn't, because that song, one of the songs, he just literally does not stop talking for like 2 minutes straight. And that song without him is incredible. I would love that song. I would even put it on here maybe. But it's like, it's just, he's so annoying. I hate him.
DJ Andrew, get the hell out of here. Also, too many producer tags. I know that's part of like the
That is
style,
sort
but
of,
oh my
that is
God,
another
there's
criticism
too
I
many.
have with him on this album specifically. There's not so much on Rainbow Bridge 1, Rainbow Bridge 2. 100 Acre Risk has a little bit too many, but on some of the tracks, it's more tame. Grave House has practically none, which is why it's really good. Um, Here, he does
Hear this
way
like
too many.
haunted mound. It's like,
Yeah.
what's the other one?
And
Ridge, Mound
that's
Ridge.
that's another thing that I really hate with one of the other members is Hackle. He's not really that talented, which is why a lot of people in the fan base sort of say, yeah, I mean, he's okay. Gunsmith was pretty cool, but it wasn't that like incredible. He's not very vocally talented. His lyricism isn't that great, and he just spams the hell out of producer tags. Um,
Yeah, and then I was absolutely floored because you know when Spotify you finish a playlist and it plays a song like similar to whatever you were listening to last. I was absolutely floored when I saw Mound Rich Anthem pop up, and it was literally I'm just saying Mound Rich the whole time on this album.
I actually really
I
like
was
that
like,
beat, but
what
it's
the
very
fuck?
unfortunate that it's kind of monotonous.
I was like, these guys just don't even give a shit. They're just like, put out whatever
Okay.
slop you want. They don't care. They're like, our fans will eat them up. They're so smart.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good. I think what do I think? Caleb, tell me what I think.
What you think is that this is an incredible album. No, it's actually like not a good album, but there are specific songs on it that are really good in my opinion. Specifically, Bleed on Me. I think Bleed on Me is genuinely his best work. The production on Bleed on Me is so incredible, and it feels like you're genuinely just there with him, like in a concert. Like, yeah, you can play it.
See the lyrics, because maybe I forget this one, because I don't really remember liking this. Let me pull up the lyrics. Yeah. Every day's Halloween. Okay, what's this one?
Well, that's just sort of his
No, I hated this
signature.
one. I hated this one. This is why I hated this one right here. I feel like Casper, but I'm not friendly.
You know, I'll give you that.
But he looks
Cemetery's
like
not.
Casper. Let's be
That's
honest.
why I say Ghost Mountain, Buckshot. These guys are my more. I prefer them a little bit more, specifically on lyricism. Cemetery has really bad lyrics
Yeah, yeah.
comparatively to.
Oh, you're lagging, boy. There we go. All
Um,
right, yeah.
but yeah,
That's
so
it.
yeah, Cemetery is really not a talented lyricist comparatively to Ghost Mountain or Buckshot. Ghost Mountain. I remember the first time I really like recognized his lyrical talent, specifically on I believe it's I think it's Nazgul on Hundred Acre Wrist. He has just incredible vocabulary and pull for these various references to movies and books. It just really creates like a cohesive story that you don't get with any other artist, especially in Haunted Mound, like Turnabout, Hackle, Cemetery. Don't have these things. And Buckshot really has that same thing, specifically on Dead Trees, I forget what's it might be Murder Party or Murder Ride on No, it's Forest Fire. Forest Fire on Rainbow
Horny,
Bridge.
yeah, boy.
um, Also, I know Murder Right sounds corny, but it's a reference to a movie. It's a reference to
Hmm.
uh,
Again with the
House
references,
of a
guys.
Thousand
I mean,
Corpses.
they can't help themselves. They need
They
20
can't help it. I
references
mean,
to their
it's
mouth.
good. It's part of the sort of the community, the aesthetic, the
The
genre.
horror
It's a
core.
reference to
That's what
House
it's.
of a Thousand Corpses by Rob Zombie. But
Oh, I hate that movie.
yeah, the movie wasn't great. um, um, but they're Buckshot and Ghost Mountain's lyrical talent. It makes up for the lyrical lack that Cemetery has, I think, which is why I love In the Gloam. Cemetery has this sort of trappy style of vocals and lyrics where he's just sort of this chorus, and then Ghost Mountain comes in and he does the more complex, like body of the song.
Hmm. Interesting. I actually didn't even know that was a feature, to be perfectly honest. I'll have to re-listen to that because I didn't really even see the switch happen between Ghost Mountain and Cemetery. But
Well, Bleed on Me, he's not there.
oh,
He's in the Gloam.
in the Gloam, yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I guess my opinion on Cemetery is he's kind of like to music how like lobotomies were
Okay.
to medicine.
That's not accurate, bro.
In the sense that it's like okay, yeah, it's like cool. It's like an experimental thing that you're doing, but it's leaving people completely brain dead. And you look at his audience, it's like, yeah, they're like,
Yeah, his audience is really
My
stupid.
bunny food. No, I'm just
Genuinely
kidding.
retarded.
I think Cemetery is fine, honestly. There's a fucking bug in here. I and I think I will listen to more. You know what? I think I will listen to more. If I had to give him an honest rating as it stands right now, he's probably like a 5 out of 10. I know that kind of hurts to hear, but I don't I really don't like his vocals. I don't like the style of music he makes. And yeah, I don't know. It just isn't for me personally, but I will give it another shot down the line for sure.
Well, that's good enough for me, you know.
Maybe in another about 3 years, I'll give him another listen. But yeah, so oh yeah, we even explained that 1996 thing was like a wheel we did.
No, we did not. So before this, in the podcast episode that shall not be named, um, we did a wheel. Well, before that, before we did the wheel, we did the 2026 billboards, which was awful. We don't ever want to do that ever again. We don't want to listen to those things. But we did 2026 billboard rating, and then we did the wheel to decide what our next billboard rating was, which was 1996, which we did today. So now we're doing another wheel, which we're going to do, I think, every podcast to
Mhm.
decide what billboard to do next.
Okay, perfect. I almost recorded none of your face there. Just go ahead and explain that all again. Ooh, that might have been a bit of a slip up. I clicked the minimize on you. Sorry, pal.
It's okay. It adds character, you know.
Oh, dude, your fucking phone sucks. Screw you. It's like in the
What is
way.
my
Get the
phone?
fuck out of here. Get out of here, boy.
What's wrong with my phone, bro?
Just like in the way of the wheel a little bit. Or not like in the way, but like it's just like the size of the phone is weird. That looks fine. It's gonna look horrible in editing, but that's fine
Mm-hmm.
for now. All right. Wheel. So I should just minimize it so I can keep your beautiful face open.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
I really needed that. Been down on my luck
So yeah,
lately.
that looks. Well, I can tell.
Okay.
You seem like it.
Wow.
Is that nice or no? I'm really trying to
That's
work on
probably
being nice
that's
recently.
probably a compliment in some reality.
Yeah, maybe. Not this one though. That was an insult.
This
Straight up. All
straight up
right,
and
let's do the wheel. So this is for. I think you already explained it. Right.
yep.
Don't even need to speak. I'm so excited. 1984. Oh my
84.
gosh.
Or George Orwell.
The bite of 84.
By 1 year
Is
off.
that right? The bite of
83.
85? 83.
Oh no, I think there is a bite of 85 and a bite of 87.
Because there's the bite of 86 that like Markiplier went like
No, it's
wide of
87.
it. Oh, 87. Fuck.
Oh, you're
I
all off. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
too unky. I gotta go watch 10 hours of FNAF lore real
Yep.
quick. All right, well that's what I'm doing now. So that's the pod. Goodbye, everybody.
That was
Her.
SoundSlop.